The ABELDent R&A product is made up of two main components, a reporting component and an analytics component. Both products are based upon Microsoft's Power BI platform. ABELDent R&A is a complementary product to ABELDent. It goes along with ABELDent. It can't function without data from ABELDent's own database. It is a cloud-based product and is accessed using a web browser or mobile app. The reporting product is an area where you can create and save your own reports. The analytics component of R&A is a predefined set of visualizations that present key performance indicators and trends that help you understand what's happening in your practice in areas such as production, collection, appointments, patient demographics, etc. Information is presented visually using interactive graphs and charts as opposed to static paper reports, although R&A does also include spreadsheet-style lists that show transactional details where needed. ABELDent R&A works with all current versions of ABELDent. Once you click on Power BI, you will see this ABELDent R&A workspace. Once you log into ABELDent R&A, navigate to the Workspaces area from the left menu bar. There are two workspaces available, ABELDent R&A Analytics and ABELDent R&A Reporting. ABELDent R&A Analytics has predefined visuals showing KPIs and trends. The visuals are already created and cannot be changed, but there is some flexibility in using these visuals that you will see shortly. The other workspace is ABELDent R&A Reporting. The reporting workspace is where you can create your own reports. For example, to generate lists of data meeting certain criteria. Such reports are simple to create and can answer your questions quickly. Start by clicking on the Analytics folder and you will see two things, Report and Model. Select the report type. As you can see, this is the home page. The data is divided into these four categories: production, financial, schedule, and patients. You have all these pages in each section. You can click to select the page you want to view. You can also select any page from the left-hand side. We will go over each page one by one. This page shows the dental practice performance at a glance in the last month. For demonstration purposes, you will see the data as of June 2020. ABELDent R&A refreshes the data each night from your main ABELDent practice management solution. If you are using ABELDent LS or Local Plus, your on-premises server needs to remain on overnight. All visuals in ABELDent R&A will be based on your practice data from the previous day. The Practice at a Glance page provides an overview of how the practice performed during the previous month. While data is refreshed nightly, the Practice at a Glance page shows the previous month's summary and remains static until a new month begins. As you can see here, these are the four categories: production, financial, schedule, and patients. You'll see what the total production was last month and what percentage was from hygiene. Also included are dentist average production per appointment and hygienist average production per appointment. Notice two things here. One is the use of colors, and the other is the use of these line markers on the gauge visuals. The markers represent target goals and are fixed numbers as of now. These target goals are our own ABELDent estimates that we have set. If the practice has met the target or exceeded the target, you will see a green color here. If the practice is close to the target, you will see this yellow color. And if the practice is far away from the target value that we have set, then you will see that marked as red. The purpose of this KPI page is to immediately bring to your attention areas marked in red so you can focus on improving performance in that area. For example, investigating why the cancellation and no-shows percentages are so high. R&A helps you make informed decisions to improve practice performance. That explains the use of the colors in this section. On the financial side, you can see total accounts receivable and total collections last month. Also the collection to production ratio last month and the scheduled downtime percentages. Also shown are the hygiene reappointment percentages and cancellation and no-shows percentages. On the patient side, we can see the count of active recare patients, the count of last recare patients, and new and reactivated recare patients. The next pages reveal more details and trends across your practice data. Let's look at production trends. Most of the report pages include two filters. One is for choosing providers, and one is for specifying a time period. All providers are included by default, but you have the option to select a single provider, or by pressing the Control key, you can select multiple providers. The visuals of that page will immediately refresh and show data only for the selected providers. The date range defaults to the last 3 years, but for our demonstration data, we will select a larger period like the last 7 to 10 years. The visuals on the page immediately refresh based on the time period selected. As you can see here, this page has 4 visuals. The total production and hygiene percentage only shows the hygiene production since the 2 providers selected happen to be hygienists. Otherwise, the report typically shows data for both dentists and hygienists. In this report, we have cumulative production comparison. For our demonstration, the year we have selected is 2019, so the previous year is 2018. With this graph, you can see the trend of what direction practice production is going in and what the difference is compared to previous time periods. Along the bottom, we have average production per appointment hour and average production per appointment for both dentist and hygienist roles. All of these visuals have certain features. As you can see, there are 4 visuals on this page. For this example, let's say you only want to look at one visual. From the hover over menu bar, select Focus Mode. When you select Focus Mode, you will just see that specific visual filling the screen. This makes it easier to see the values. The chart bars are divided into colored sections. In this visual, one is for hygienists and one is for dentists. At any time, you can click the Back to Report button to return to the full report page. For visuals that show the date along the x-axis, you can adjust time period granularity being displayed. You can drill up to reduce granularity to the year level, or you can drill down to increase granularity to the day level. This currently shows the year-wise comparison. You can use this button to drill down to the month level, and then click it again to go to the day level. Please note that not all visuals will have this, but wherever the x-axis involves dates, you will have the option to drill up and drill down. Focus mode will be available for all the visuals. This drill up and drill down feature will only be where the dates are involved. Also, some visuals have the option to explore the underlying details. When you hover your mouse over a visual, the pop-up menu will include an option to drill through. When you select Drill Through, you will see there is a Details page. When you click on Production Details, you will be taken to a page showing the underlying details. Whatever the production amounts you are seeing for dentists or hygienists, when you select the Details page, you will see the underlying transactional details that make up that section of the visual. These details include the treatment date, service code, provider, patient ID, and amounts, so this is a very convenient feature from within the report itself. You don't have to go back to the ABELDent application to see those details. As always, you can select the back arrow button to return to the original report page. As mentioned, not all visuals offer a drill-through option. You need to hover your mouse over the visual section to discover if the drill-through option is available. If the drill-through option is present, select the associated details page to see the details. To review, adjusting the date range is very simple, whether you set it to the last 10 years, 3 years, months, or days based on your requirement. The key takeaway on this page is the ability to identify trends over a period of time related to production amounts and percentages. Moving on, the next page is Production Service Categories and Codes. This page summarizes how many and what types of services have been performed and how much revenue they made. You can drill up and down on the date axis and adjust the provider and the date filters as required. Most pages have this because the dates are involved. You have the options to drill up and drill down, and you have the option of selecting Focus Mode. You can hover over and see what the code count in each category is and what the corresponding production revenue is. Anytime you select a specific category, all 4 visuals will immediately refresh to show values for that specific category. When you hover over specific areas of the visual, a pop-up displays relevant information for that data point. As always, you can adjust the date granularity by drilling up or down. The bottom 2 visuals summarize the counts and revenue associated with each service code performed in the period, sorted from highest to lowest. You will see that a Drill Through Details page is available here. Select it to view the details page. You'll be able to see all the transactional details associated with that treatment code, and you can use the back arrow to return. It's important to understand that all the data you are viewing is read-only. You cannot modify the data in ABELDent using R&A. So, feel free to explore your data in any way you wish by using the date and provider filters, etc. Anytime you feel you don't know what you have changed and you want to go back to the original settings, all you have to do is just click the green Reset button on the top toolbar. It resets all the filters and slicers to their original settings, so you are free to explore. You will not alter any data or permanently break anything. If you are unsure about the filter you selected, just select the Reset Filter button. The more familiar you get with using these filters, the better understanding you will have about the options ABELDent R&A offer. Moving on to the next page, we have Provider Comparison. These visuals allow you to compare production performance for select providers over time. Select the providers that you want to compare and see the results. This is the Provider Production Comparison, and this is the Provider Production Per Appointment Hour comparison. These visuals easily let you identify performance differences between the selected providers. You are in control of which providers you want to compare. On the next page, we have Financial Trends. This page summarizes write-offs and production versus collection ratios. Write-offs are broken down based on patients with insurance and patients without insurance. Drill-through details are available here. Relevant details of all write-offs in the time period for the selected providers are displayed. Again, R&A makes it really easy and convenient to get the details if you need them. If the visual is too small or hard to read, remember the Focus Mode option. Also, remember the Drill Up and Drill Down options to adjust the time period granularity. All of these features are very simple to use. All you have to do is log in and explore. In time, you will be very comfortable in navigating and exploring your ABELDent data. The next visual is Production versus Collection. This is a straightforward chart summarizing production and collection over time. The collection to production ratio percentage is also included. Moving to the next page, we have Patient and Insurance AR. The total AR for the selected providers and time period is displayed. Hover over to see specific data point values. The question mark under Provider represents the overall practice as it does in ABELDent. Moving on, the next page relates to appointments and scheduling. You will see visuals for appointment counts and scheduling downtime. You can also see the estimated production if that information has been entered in ABELDent. As usual, drill up or down as required. Appointment counts are broken down by dentist and hygiene roles. The other visual shows appointment schedule downtime. Here, you can easily monitor historical and future downtime trends. Remember, all the data you are viewing originates from your ABELDent application. ABELDent R&A visualizations summarize the data your team has captured when using ABELDent. It is important that your team uses ABELDent as intended and captures data accurately. Otherwise, ABELDent R&A visualizations may be misinterpreted. If the data is inaccurate, it can be hard to tell if the visual is correct or if the data from ABELDent is simply incorrect due to a team member inputting information incorrectly. Here is an example. Look at the visuals for average appointment processing times and average appointment state durations. These visuals usually help you understand time spent over the course of an appointment. If you see your patients are spending too much time in the waiting room marked as arrived, it may mean staff are not updating the appointment state in a timely fashion. Or, it may mean the practice is constantly running behind. Drilling down to specific dates and digging into individual appointment cases may be necessary to discern. Either way, there is likely a corrective action to be taken. That is why it's important you use ABELDent correctly and accurately so you see true information reflected in R&A. The next visual is average appointment state duration. It shows the trend of the time spent in each appointment state. The arrived time is decreasing and the departed time is increasing. With this visual, you can see the trend in each state. The next visual is cancellation rate percentage. Now, cancellation rate is broken down into short notice and no-show rates. You can see the overall trends and hover over to see the specific data point values. You can see the number of short notice appointment cancellations and no-shows in this visual. The next visual is dedicated to hygiene reappointment percentage. This visual calculates the percentage of hygiene appointments that schedule their next hygiene appointment before they leave. Hover over the graph to see the counts making up the percentage. The next series of pages relates to patient metrics. The patient demographics page summarizes patients by age group and gender. Age group is further broken down by insurance status. You can see how many patients in each age group have single, dual, or no insurance. This page gives you a demographic overview of the practice. This is the percentage of patients you have based on their gender, and this is the percentage of patients you have based on their age group. The next page is dedicated to ReCare patients. It charts the total number of active ReCare patients over time. The trend is easily seen over the time period. The number of new and reactivated ReCare patients over time is also shown. Here you can see mostly reactivated ReCare patients. These are patients that have not had a hygiene appointment for some time, but have recently started coming back. As always, you can get the count details by hovering over a specific data point. This is the number of new ReCare patients, and this is the number of reactivated ReCare patients. The lower left visual summarizes ReCare patients that have left the practice over the time period, and the lower right visual summarizes the reasons for leaving the practice. As mentioned previously, the reasons listed come from data entered by staff using ABELDent. Getting a real perspective on why patients are leaving the practice begins with always capturing the reason in ABELDent. This goes back to how staff use ABELDent and the importance of using its features to their fullest. All the reasons are listed here in order of most common to least. Blank reasons indicate staff may need more training. Depending on the frequency of a given reason, you can take appropriate action to improve patient retention. The next page is patient counts. Patient counts are distinguished from the previous page's ReCare patient counts. Not all patients are on a ReCare program. This page summarizes all patients. Visuals include lost patients by date, lost patients by reason, and total active patients over time. Now for active patients, we have included two line graphs based on different criteria by which to determine if the patient is active. Patients that have been seen in the last 18 months and patients that have been seen in the last 24 months. You can decide which of the two ways of measuring makes the most sense for your practice. The next visual displays patients to be inactivated. This is a list of patients that are marked as active in their ABELDent patient record, but who have not been seen by the practice in a long time or ever. The period of inactivity has been broken down into three categories: between 2 and 5 years, 5 years or more, and unknown. The unknown category simply means the program cannot determine the patient's last visit or treatment. It's up to you to decide what action you want to take for each category. For example, do you want to inactivate this group of patients in ABELDent now, or do you want to first contact those patients and verify their status? Maintaining patients' active status helps ABELDent run efficiently and minimizes the number of patients listed when looking up a patient record in ABELDent. The next page is dedicated to new patients and includes counts of new patients by date and also by referral source. As you can see, there is not enough data. The next visual relates to emergency patients. This visual shows the number of emergency patients by date, as well as how many emergency patients were converted to a regular patient by date. An emergency patient is one that has been billed a 01205 emergency exam service code. The next visual is new patients by postal code. It summarizes the geographical distribution of patients based on their postal code. That's it for new patients. The last two pages display information about patient referrals, one dedicated to inbound referrals and the other dedicated to outbound referrals. Both pages are very similar, with the main difference being the inbound or outbound direction. Visuals include referral counts by date, referral counts by source and date, and referral counts by type, source, and date. Referral types include patient, professional, and other. Finally, remember to always check the provider and date filters you have set. If you are not seeing what you expect, just click the button to reset the filters and everything will be set to the original values. Feel free to explore your data using ABELDent R&A. You can't hurt your ABELDent data by doing so. That's it for our overview of the analytics section of R&A. Your next step from here is to log in using your R&A login credentials that were provided in the welcome email. Also included in the welcome email is documentation describing in more detail each visualization and features of R&A. In our next video, we will discuss the ABELDent R&A reporting section, the section where you can create your own reports. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy using ABELDent R&A.